Hello everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Tarot Tuesdays, where we explore all things tarot. I answer tarot questions, and I'll give a general reading for this upcoming week of July 20th, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Hough, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International best-selling book, I Am an Angelic Walk-in, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. Welcome back to my loyal subscribers. It's lovely to be in your energies once more, and thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing to the Claire Candy Hough channel, because it does help my channel to grow. And for those who are finding the Claire Candy Hough YouTube channel for the very first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, Angel Healing House, which I created almost 20 years ago in 2003. I am a Reiki master teacher, and I've taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world. I'm also an intuitive, psychic, clairvoyant tarot card reader. I also do past life clearings and ancestral healings, and of course, I present the transformative and re-energizing, recharging Reiki, beautiful Reiki energy sessions, healings, either in my office here in Santa Monica, California, or through distant healing online. Now, I'd like to send out a big thank you to all of those people who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free weekly content. If you'd like to make a donation, I've left my PayPal link in the description box down below, along with all of my contact details, how to book services with me. And my website is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can always phone 831-277-3716, and that's Pacific Standard Time. Now, in the last 2 months of Tarot Tuesday videos, I've shared answers to different questions to help those who read tarot to hone their skills to become a seasoned and perhaps one day a professional card reader. And while one can study all the answers to the questions and commit them to memory, there is nothing that will take the place of good old practice, and more practice, which helps us to gain experience. And many times, experience is our best teacher. I've taught the most learned tarot card students who kept putting off giving others tarot card readings because they said that they would just wait until the time was right, and they would wait until they were ready. Well, the truth is, and from my many years of experience, like many things, we are never ever fully ready until we jump right in and give someone a reading. We learn so much by doing. It is through those first readings we learn so much. For instance, about whether we remember when push comes to shove. When we're doing a reading, we might be remembering it, but when we're under the spotlight to give somebody a reading, whether we remember the traditional meanings of the cards and the symbols, and whether we are open to marrying that to receiving channeled intuitive information to expand and layer the messages. Now, in this way, as an author myself, it reminds me of the many people who have loved my books and told me their idea for a book. They tell me how they'll market it and publicize it and go on book signings, yet they have never written one single word. One cannot edit what is not on the page, and one cannot market, publicize, and autograph their books if they've not jumped in and written it. So, let's say that you've practiced and you're confident about your skills and will be presenting yourself to others to give them readings. Like with many areas that we study, when it comes to going public, we want to make sure that we present ourselves as learned and studied professionals in our field. Now, for instance, when one becomes a lawyer or a doctor, there's a whole different language that they use to set them apart and distinguish them as part of a profession. Well, you may not have thought about it or even considered it, but when it comes to tarot, there are certain words and knowledge about the symbols that shows that you have studied the tarot in greater depth than just reading the booklet that comes along with the cards. To help you present yourself as a seasoned, professional, and studied tarot card reader, here are several suggestions that I have shared with my students over the past 20 years when it comes to presenting themselves to the public. Number 1, when referring to the person who is receiving the reading, there's nothing wrong with referring to them with the words "my client" or "customer." But it does lend a little bit more weight to the reading when the one who is receiving the reading is referred to by the traditional word of the querent, Querent, or the one asking the questions. This is lending, and in traditional tarot, the person receiving the reading was always referred to as the querent. Again, there's nothing wrong with using the word customer or client, but it has more of a professional ring when you refer to that person as the querent. Number 2, several cards in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot card deck feature the number 8 on its side and is often called and referred to as the infinity symbol. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, yet in early tarot use, it was referred to as a lemniscate, which is Lemniscate, with very much the same meaning. And while we're not using words to impress, and our tarot skills should come from being able to bring forth clear, concise messages, when we use the words like querent and lemniscate, it shows our knowledge of studying the tarot in a deeper way. Number 3, another word to add here is when one says that they're doing or presenting or even giving a tarot reading to someone. The traditional word for doing a tarot card reading is to cast, C-A-S-T, cast a reading for someone. Again, by using the word, it does give the aura of having studied your craft in depth. And number 4, in several of the tarot cards, we have a snake eating its tail. There's nothing wrong or untoward if we refer to it as the snake eating its tail, but to use the correct word in traditional tarot is to refer to this as an Ouroboros, Ouroboros. The Ouroboros is a Gnostic and alchemical symbol. It expresses the unity of all things material and spiritual, which never really disappear, but perpetually, like energy, change form in an eternal cycle of destruction and then gets recreated into a rebirth. Hence, the snake eating its own tail. It creates that cycle of life. To learn more in-depth information about the history of the tarot, the basic tarot facts, and the names of the symbols and the meanings, the traditional meanings of each card, all of this and so much more is featured in my tarot course. If you're interested in finding out more information about my tarot course or even learning Reiki or my services, please do phone Angel Healing House on 831-277-5600. 3716, and all my contact information is in the description box down below. Now, to start the tarot reading today, I've chosen 3 cards from my Golden Insights Oracle deck to present us with a little bit of a story to work with the energies of this coming week. The first card that is coming out for us is the Lion. And with the sun leaving the emotional, sensitive, introspective energies of Cancer season on the 21st, we will be entering Leo season on July 22nd. And it'll be helping us with things like self-control, self-confidence, leadership, being fierce in holding to what we believe is true, for our strength, and to bring forth our bravery and our courage. These very masculine energies will help us enormously, as there will be many in the conscious collective who will be stepping forward in August and receiving rewards for their efforts. And the rewards for our efforts is showing up in the second card, which is the Bee. And the Bee is all about receiving rewards for our efforts, whether these rewards will come in the form of new jobs, new careers, changes, or business offers or opportunities. Leo's energies will be imbued with us to focus on our dedication to get more sweetness out of life. And also the Bee is all about collaborating and connecting and working as a team with others. And so it'll be a time of unification and working on new things together. And I love that it says focus and dedication and rewards for our hard efforts. The last card in this story is Wax Seal. And Wax Seal is a further confirmation that there will be invitations, information, knowledge, messages being shared, perhaps in many cases to seal a deal, or perhaps there'll be a signing of contracts or conclusions being reached or sealed upon. This could be sealing a deal on the purchase of a home, a contract on a new job. It could even be, for some, signing and sealing a marriage contract. But with this very powerful story about the courage and the bravery of Leo, about our strength and courage, leadership and personal power, of getting the sweetness out of life through the Bee, and rewards for our efforts and teamwork and hard work, and the Wax Seal coming in. August does look like a month of recognition, rewards, achievements for many in the conscious collective. So let's do a Celtic Cross on this upcoming week going into July 20th. And the Celtic Cross is the traditional 10 cards. I've drawn cards from 2 separate decks to give us an expanded story on this. And the first cards we have here are the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Now, this story tells me, the 2 of Cups is about partnership. It's about partnering and collaborating with others in order to bring about more balance, more harmony. It could be about partnering with yourself, coming more home to partner and to be in more resonance with what you believe in, and having the courage to step forth into something new. I love in the traditional Rider-Waite card that they have an angel over this. This means that that which will be presented to us in towards the end of July and mid-July on and into August will be something that is divinely and fated and karmically orchestrated for us. This union and this coming together. It's also the unification of the collective on planet Earth, where we will be drawn more and more to work together and less divided and separated, because coming together was always our strength. Now, to expand on this is the Six of Pentacles. And we go from the 2 here to the 6. The Six of Pentacles is that card of reciprocity. It's the card of giving and receiving. Now, the posse of angels, my angelic family, are whispering to me, or telling me that there are so many in the conscious collective who have given so much to the light, who have given so much love to trying to awaken people and to share their enlightenment with others. And now we have gotten to the stage where there will be karmic payback for our rewards. And this came up in the B card, rewards for our hard efforts. So this may come in the area of people supporting us, of gifting us things, people loving our creative efforts and wanting to invest in them, and perhaps wanting to invest their company or their business or something that they've done into our creative efforts, our ideas, our services, or the things that we have presented to the world. And it is such a time of balance and harmony. Again, 2s are all about balance, and the 6 is about harmony and balance and joy. So this tells me that going into July and August, regardless of what we are shown externally, many of us will start to manifest this in our lives, because we know now that we are the true alchemists, and we can create our own balance and very strong foundation in our lives. Now, the next card in a Celtic cross is traditionally what is crossing us, meaning what is going to cross us and help us, or what is going to cross us and hinder us. And these 2 cards are definitely helping us. The first card that we see is the Chariot card. Now, this is a Major Arcana card. When the Major Arcana cards, those 22 cards come out, they are changes that change our lives. They're not just our daily normal routine, but they're changes in our life that are life-changing. This is a card of victory. It's a card of triumph. It's a card of moving. Many in the conscious collective will be moving locations because they no longer resonate, or they're no longer being of service where they are now. We're closing a chapter and we're starting a new chapter as we go into the end of July and into August. So this could be a feeling of also rewards. The Chariot card is also a card of rewards and promotions and recognition. So many in the collective will be bringing this to themselves to enlighten and light the path and bring those contracts that will be signed, sealed, and delivered victorious, recognized, for them to step on their new path that they will be traveling on. And to expand on this message is another card of action, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the steady, secure, stable knight in the tarot deck. His horse has all 4 feet on the ground. He might not be the quickest moving card in the deck, but he is the card of the most reliability, and these rewards and promotions and recognition and victory and triumph that we will be bringing to ourselves, that is denoted by the Chariot card, will bring in that steady and very stable financial opportunities and things to keep us in the flow, help us to easily pay our bills, and to even save money for ourselves certainly bringing in a greater stable foundation for us. And I would say that is definitely helping us and not hindering us. The next card that's coming out for us is the base of the reading. And the base of this reading is, or the root of this reading, is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is the card of movement. It's the card of going from possibly troubled waters or difficulties or times where we just we're on shaky ground to more smooth waters. A time where the waters will, open for us, and it'll be very clear here. It'll be smooth sailing for us. So that is the root at the base here. We've been through the rocky shoals. We've been through the rocky waters, and the rocky waters certainly were the last 2 years. Some of us have been going through those rocky waters for 5, 10, 20 years. But now it's a time for a new body of water, a new chapter in our lives. And yet again, look here. I love to see the numbers in the tarot. We had a 6 in the Six of Pentacles, and now we have another 6, the Six of Swords. And the sixes are all about balance, harmony, a new steady foundation after the rocky times and changes and challenges of the number 5. Now, to expand on this, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is that card of independence. And where we might have been held back, thinking that our lives had to be representative of what we had to follow another person telling us to do, or what this so-called authority said, or that person. Now we know to listen to our hearts, because our hearts are our great intuitive pathway up to the divine, to co-create our lives with spirit. And we will be feeling this great feeling of independence within ourselves, to be able to now travel a very smooth sailing. We don't have to push the river of life. We don't have to try to figure things out. It's just co-creating with spirit now and taking inspired action forward. So that's at the base of the reading. Let's see what's traditionally the next is in the past. And in the past, we have the Hanged Man. Now, in traditional Rider-Waite deck, look at the halo of enlightenment around his head. In this time of being suspended, or of not much happening for us, seemingly not much happening, so much was going on behind the scenes that we were not aware of. And all that time, we were clearing and cleansing our lives, our past lives, our ancestral lives. We were clearing things also for the collective as well. And we kept on lightening our loads, healing and coming back home to our divine eternal natures. And now that this has happened, then we can now fully step forward without dragging things from the past that maybe we didn't get closure on. And to expand on this is the Wheel of Fortune card. We were healing and clearing and cleansing all of those things and bringing those things into alignment so that we could step easily and clearly into fate and karma and destiny, without dragging all of those things from the past, and to be able to clear enough to fulfill our destinies. So that's a wonderful card there. What is crowning the reading? What is at the top of all of this? The card that came out here is yet again another 6. 6. Here's the other one. 6. Beautiful, beautiful. Harmony, balance, joy. The 6 is the Lover's card, is the card of having a choice now. Many of us that have worked tirelessly for the planet to be of best service, we are tired, we are exhausted, and we get to now choose how we would love to live our lives. And it's just a choice. The Lover's card, yes, it could be about opening ourselves up to love, but my angelic family, the posse of angels, are saying that now we have a choice here, and we have two angels, one in the Two of Cups, one in the Six of the Lover's card, that is, and this card, the Wheel of Fortune. All of these are the angels appearing there. They're all about the divine looking over our lives and us creating our lives through that connection with God, Source Creator, and our angels and spirit guides for our highest destiny. What's expanding on this card is temperance. And the Temperance card is all about, yet again, balance, harmony, patience, of course, temperance. And it's about alchemically mixing something now together, mixing all of our spiritual knowledge, going within to create something and manifest something on the physical plane. I love the synchronicities in these readings, because look at the illumination on her head and look at the illumination on the hanged fellow in the Hanged Man card. This amount of enlightenment. And now we are no longer giving our power away, but we are getting our inspiration from inside. The next card in the next position is the near future. And in the near future, we have the Ten of Cups. I call this the Sunshine, Lollipops, and Roses card. The card there drawing my attention to the house. Many of us are going to be shown new locations where to live that are of better resonance, better energetic resonance to the people that we have now become. It's the highest emotional fulfillment in the card, and just this feeling of blissfulness that we've made it. We did such a good job, and that we've made it to this next chapter of our lives where we and we alone will be writing it through what we choose to create. And I love that the next card is to expand. This is the Six of Wands. And look here, everyone. This is just beautiful. We have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Lover's card, which is the Six. All of this balance, all of this stronger foundation, all of this stability and security coming in to balance out. And with the Temperance card, it's another victory card. Oh, and here we go. These two cards. Hold on, let me just not that one. This one. These two cards are victory, our triumph, our promotions and rewards and recognition. Another card that's saying that we have done so wonderfully in working for the light, and now the rewards come in, and being so blissfully happy as we go into the coming weeks and months and years, knowing that we did such a good job in shining a light and dispelling the darkness on the planet. And that's in the near future. Now, our psychological state, how we feel about ourselves, is in this position, which is the Ace of Cups. This is a new beginning around our emotional fulfillment. And yet again, here we see the dove. The dove is the Holy Spirit. The dove is, it's divinely given to us. Our cup runneth over. And I love that the lotus flowers are represented here, because the lotus is one of the slowest opening flowers. It grows in the mud. Many of us have grown considerably because of the challenges that we've been through, and all the muck and the mire that we have had to go through. It created character, and it taught us very important lessons. But now we're going to be reaping this beautiful, beautiful Ace of Cups coming in, and it comes in with another beginning, and the other beginning, expanding on this, is the Fool card. This is coming full circle. It's coming full circle back home to ourselves. We've been on quite a journey, and we've learned so much about ourselves, and so much about the divine inside of us, and now we're going forth, being curious to discover so much about how we're going to magically and alchemically change, like the Temperance card. Like the Temperance card shows us, she's magically mixing one cup into another to create something different in the physical realm. And many of us are going to be basking in this sun as we co-create with our emotional, new, blissful beginnings with Spirit. Next card. I often say that the next position is the unseen forces, things which are outside of our control. And these are, and I love this, is the Four of Wands. This is the rewards. Let's go back to our B card. It's rewards for our hard efforts and all the ways that we contributed to the light. It's the 11 card. It's the card of mastering ourselves and mastering the way that we alchemically and magically create our environment. This is also the card of recognition. The card of recognition of our hard work. There's so many parallels in this reading, and the expansion on this card is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is the card of travel, of movement, of, where's the other one? Of movement. These are, yes, many are going to be traveling. Many are going to be moving. And if you're not going to be moving locations, it could be moving in your business, moving into business opportunities, into different offers. But it's because of your hard efforts, which are won. The next card that is coming out for us is traditionally the hopes and the fears. The card that is coming out for us here is and this one was here, is the Page of Cups. Our hope is that something, look at that fish popping out of that cup, is that something unexpected will happen for us, that will bring forth our new way of being of service, because the pages do bring messages in. And, we don't have to force anything, but that's how Spirit works. And if we surrender and we release how and when it comes in the most miraculous, magical, serendipitous ways. So that's the hope that we have. And the hope is followed and expanded on by the sun. It allows us to be adventurous and curious, to discover more as children. The sun card is often about the child inside of each and every one of us. This radiance, bringing forth this new radiance inside of us as we are creating a whole new world. And the final outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, as many times as this happens in a reading, we started off with the Knight of Pentacles, which was expanding on our first card. So we've gotten the Knight of Pentacles twice. The Knight of Pentacles is reliable, responsible, stable, secure in our material and financial worlds, because we are not compromising and settling for less, which we have done in a previous chapter in our lives, but now we know that our reality is created by what we hold within ourselves. And so we don't need to compromise anymore, and we can create a very strong foundation, and this is followed by and expanded on by the World card. Yes, she has the batons. In many World cards, there's a laurel wreath over her head, because we have done so well by serving spirit in love and light, and serving ourselves and serving others. And now we have come full circle, and we'll be starting a new chapter in our worlds. So all of that is pretty darn exciting. Let's go to our conclusion, which is about making magic, getting our Making Magic cards, and seeing what comes out for this Tarot Tuesday. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited as we go into the second half of July 2022. We have Leo season coming up with a roaring lion, and all our bravery and courage and fierceness to now step on to a new path and write a new chapter for ourselves. There's a new moon coming up on July 28th. And of course, what I'll be speaking about later on in my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show is the Lionsgate portal roar that's coming up on August 8th, on the 8/8. Okay, these three cards just popped out. The first card is saying, Awin, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. And when we do go into that reflective silence, that meditation, that time of quiet, and we connect with what's most important to ourselves, in that stillness, we find peace beyond peace of mind. And we come back to the harmony, which is our divine eternal natures. So much of our human life is about distracting ourselves away from the treasure that's within ourselves to create a whole new reality for ourselves. The next card that's coming out for ourselves is On Target. You follow your ideal life's path. And we find that by going within and connecting. What truly am I passionate about? Am I enthusiastic and excited about to create? And create that for creation's sake. And what that does is it creates abundance in our inside of us. And then those energies bring more abundance to our lives. The next is the festival. Creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or a fantastic event. So the posse of angels are telling me every day is a festival. Every day that you're human, spirit in human form, is a festival. And the more that you can treat it like that, as each day is a treasure, then you will discover more and more about yourself. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you are interested in any of my services, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or you can always phone 831-277-3716 Pacific Standard Time, and all of that information is in the description box down below. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. And as always, I'm wishing you love and as always, angel blessings. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.